Hi all, it's Kylie from Kylie's Card Craft. Thanks for joining me again today. Now, I don't know about you, but I am the messiest crafter. We will all say it, we all tend to be there at one stage or another, but I am there permanently. Don't get me wrong, I love organisation. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you will notice that I have lots of different organisation things. So from my stamps to my little bits and pieces, like these sorts of things. I'm one of those people that if I can't see it, I won't use it. And I know that I'm not the only one out there. What I find though, is that when I finish a project, it is everywhere. Now I don't have a great deal of space for my craft room. I share the office, which is open to the rest of the house, with my husband. So this is my craft desk and it wraps around me, which I like. I got my husband to build it. It wraps around me and it suits me just fine, but I'm very limited for space. On the opposite side, we've got our computer desk that most nights my husband's on that doing work stuff and I'm here, or behind me, and I don't know if you can see over there that way, my husband's drum kit. Luckily it's an electronic one. So again, of an evening when we get home from work, I'm sitting here, he's sitting there on the drum kit. So I have this little space just here. I also have a little whingy dog down here. I might pick up and show you all that. Shh. One moment. Come here, you. Come here. Come here to Nanny. Oh, this is our new little baby in the house. This is Bean. For those of you that wanted to see a picture of Bean, well, now you've got something better. This is Bean. He is a miniature dash hound. You look at the camera, Bean. You look over here. Look over here. Say hello to everybody. Say hello to everybody. Say, I'm 3 months old. I'm very much a puppy. I'm eating everything, including my old books if I don't put them away. And I'm incorrigible and lovely, and we all love him immensely. So this is our daughter's new puppy dog. Bean, as in Mr. Bean, Coffee Bean, where you been? Hey Bean? Mwah. So, I'll just hang on to him for a little while. Obviously Mum's busy. So with my organisation, I need to be able to see things, and then I'll finish a project and you'd think I'd put things away. Yes, a few things I put away. Most I don't. It goes to the side of my desk and I start my next project. I've usually got 2 or 3 on the go at one time, and any YouTuber will probably tell you the same thing. So I'll have a day of doing a design team project that's not quite finished, that needs finishing off for a prototype, and then I've still got my altered book sitting down there on the floor, as long as Bean doesn't get to those. I've just finished my envelope flip ones, and instead of finishing the second one of those, I sat down yesterday and started a new journal. I've already got in my head another journal that I want to start with a sewing pattern envelope. So, and I can tell you now, before the end of the week, that will be started as well. And I'll have so many projects on the go, and they all tend to sit on my desk. What do we do about it? Well, if we've got lots of space, we can put things away. For those of you like me that don't have much space, it's a matter of being more organised. And I know I'm the worst one to talk, because I'd love to say I'm organised and I'd love to say I have everything sorted, but I don't. It's just part of us. It's not wrong, it's not right, it's just what we are, who we are. So what I'd like to do with this series, Bean, that hurt, is to sort my stuff, work out how I'm going to sort some of it. And I've got containers and containers of finished projects, be them journal cards, be them tags, be them little folios. And then I've got baskets of to be finished off. So when I'm cleaning up my desk and I've got bits and pieces that are half done, they go into the container. They go into the container to be finished off for when I've got a spare moment and I can pull something out of the container and finish that one off as well. But as I said, I've just finished this project and I've looked down, I've come home from work to go do some more work. Thank you, darling. And there's stuff everywhere. And I thought, surely I'm not the only person like this that crafts. Surely I'm not. I'm in quite a few different Facebook groups and everybody says the same thing. I don't know how to get organised. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got such a small space. I'm lucky I've got this wonderful desk that my husband built me. Thank you, darling. And it's got drawers on the side where all my laces go and all my bits and bobs for those sorts of things. But there is so much for this craft and we collect so much. We go to the op shops. We come home with all these different things. I've got books through this house everywhere. I've got papers through this house everywhere. I've then got coffee dyed papers, and then I have a section of tea dyed papers, and then I have a section of coffee or tea dyed book pages, and then specialty pages, and all sorts of things. And it's a matter of, what do we do with them? Where do we put them? How do we go about this? So this is what I want this to do. And I know I'm rambling. That's my microphone. Just excuse me a moment. There go. That's it. That's it. Are we still with me? No, Bean. There go. Little puppy teeth are sharp. Got it. No. We did chew one of Poppy's drum cables today, but Poppy's away, so we won't tell him. Not just yet. We'll wait and we'll butter him up. Right, that's it. I think you can get down. All the ladies can say hello, goodbye. Down you go. Thank you. That could have been dangerous. Right, so what I'm talking about is containers like this. This was a little container that I got at an op shop. Going to pop in my finished projects. Oh, yeah, right. Not many fits in there. And they're all still, I'll finish a project and then once I've finished it, I want to add extra things to them. So I'll have a journal that's finished and then I want to tuck in lots of things when it's sold. So it's going to its new home with stuff that hasn't been seen in the flip through so that there's extras in them. And so that's why I like to have my finished projects sitting there. And I'm really bad for mass making ephemera and then not using them. And that's why I started to put them in this, because they were scattered through the house everywhere. So I have this little container. I've got bits and bobs sitting everywhere. I have more bits and bobs sitting everywhere. I've got this little container just of journal cards. I've got, and these all sit around me. Here's my box of, need to finish those. And half the time that's overflowing as well. Then I have, and I have no idea what's in there. They've just been chucked. So it's these sorts of things that I want to start sorting out. We're going to go through them. We're going to sort them out. We're going to find a better way of doing this. Now, also, just bear with me. What I'm going to do with you, oops, sorry, wrong side. Right, so if I undo that and move that round here. So if you see over here, wooden boxes, I have a thing for wooden boxes as well. They're all filled with finished projects, tags, journal cards, etc. And we'd put them in there. But they're too far away from me. I never go back to them, so they need to be sorted. Up here I have some wooden stamps that I use all the time. I've got because I love collecting my wooden stamps. Then I've got quick bits of paper, doily, book pages to grab at a hurry. If we follow around here, you'll see the worst of it. And I've cleaned a little bit of this up this afternoon, thank you very much. So if I go around here, see this? This is, I'm a righty. So as I cut and all the rest, I chuck to that side, chuck to that side. I don't know if you can see up here. Over there, because I've got the microphone on, I can't get too close. I chuck on top of all that as well. And we go around to my sewing machine. Things are chucked in the sewing machine. Things are chucked there. I need to sort this out. Down here, beautiful. I'll move my chair out of the way. If we go down, right, you'll see down here I have my stamps. Down below that, I have A4 folders, which I keep digitals in. So technically, all the digitals over there that are sitting there shouldn't be there. There is a spot for every one of those, but I haven't put them in. We go around further, and under my desk, I have serviettes, I have specialty papers, I have my Tim Holtz stamps, and then I've got manila folders. And right at the back, where I have to crawl under, is wools and fabric doilies and things like that I don't use as often. Okay, you're with me so far? It is just a mess. So what I'm going to do now is turn you off, turn you back on. We're going to have a different angle and we're going to sort this thing out. Okay, right, let's try this angle. I've pulled the top up. Do yell at me if it slides down a little bit further. So now you can see along here and along my mess. It is just incomprehensible of where to start. And I know I'm not the only one, which is why I keep going on about it. It is just, I've got to sort this out. So what I thought I'd sort out to start with is this one. So to start with, I'm going to move this one over, because if I come across labels, I can put those in. This finished one, we're going to completely sort. Sorry, I keep getting caught in the microphone. But I wonder if I can actually go that side with it. That might be a bit easier. Hang on, let's have a look. Can't see because I've got my glasses on, which are for short vision. There we go. That might be a bit easier. Might not. Now I've just got to get my hand around it. Right, and I mean, I've got everything. So that needs to go with that journal that is being started. And I'm going to tuck that out of the way so I don't hit it. Now I know I've got finished projects here and they're all sorts. So these will need to be sorted into, and I don't know yet, and I'd like your opinion. Do I sort them into pockets, tags, journal cards, or do I do I sort them into themes? So should I do garden themes, just vintage themes, which will be most of them? They're either going to be garden or vintage, aren't they? This is me. Let's be honest. So, but I've got, and you'll see me floundering with this. You know, I've got receipts that have been done. We did our faux receipts one that time. Do they go in receipts? Do they just go in vintage ephemera? What am I going to do with all these? And I love these. These were made with originals. I don't know if you can see that. So these were an original checkbook. And I'm fairly certain somewhere in here will be that original vintage checkbook. And most of this happened because yesterday, when I was doing that journal, I wanted one of my Tim Holtz, you know, the brads with the little loop on the end that I can put through my spine and hang my dangles on. I know I've got a packet of them somewhere. I have not gone through them. They're here somewhere. Can't find them. They're gone. I ripped every one of my drawers out because that's where they should be. Came across all my other Tim Holtz findings, but not those. I know as soon as I go and buy some, I will find them. I'm hoping they're on this desk. You never know. So I'm just going to clear a bit of space. Book pages here. We're going to put that straight away into the book. Oh, no, I'm not, because they're book pages that I was stenciling on. Now, I should have over here stenciled book pages. You would think. Here we go. Stenciled book pages. And this is what I mean. I like to have them sorted like this, but it just doesn't happen. Now, I will find little packets and containers from everywhere. These are just the A5 file things with the buttons. The buttons are not great because they do catch when you're putting things back in if you've got them slid in somewhere. But for lack of other space, they work a treat. They keep the dust out of them, they keep everything else out of them, and I know that they're all together. If I put them back in, so that'll go back over here with my, so hang on a moment, right beside that, I have one of these as well with book pages. You know when you get a book, I don't think I've got any sitting here. Oh, hang on, I might, if I go under here. Right, I've got a book here, so let's have a look. You know when you undo a book, be it a fiction book, be it a non-fiction, be it anything, this is music, that first page on all books is blank. I love it because it's a beautiful paper on most cases. It matches other bits that I've torn out of this book and all the rest. They're great for stamping on. You get some lovely colours from, and they all go in this folder. So you can see there all the different colours that sit in there. I also keep the ones with the chapters on them because I use them quite often as pockets. So that's what that is. And they sit beside it. And they all sit over here, technically, if I can get them back in. Right. Okay, so let's have a look. Technically, there should be no finished projects in this, or no part done projects in this. This should be just bits that I've tucked aside. But then again, the first thing I pull out is a finished project from a freebie that Witchcrafter You Do did, say that fast, that was put up at Playing with Paper and Glue Facebook group, and I think you'll now find it on their website as well, using their new stamps, their Miller and French stamps. So that is finished. One, finished. And here's another one of them that I've done, but I'd say that's still missing something from that top bit. So the rest of it is finished, but it's not quite. So that goes into the to be finished pile. Right, so this one, okay, I must have done this on YouTube because it says purples. He's back. Lifting up, pulling out. I've got a handwritten letter in here. We've got a belly band with a journal card up there. Pockets. There is nothing in these pockets. So technically, it's not finished. Let's put it in this one. 49 in market frames. I'm assuming. Yes, a friend gave me these. She was working on something and I said, oh yes, I'll use them. Because won't that make an awesome cabinet card? I can just see that. But technically, where should it be? That one we said was finished. So we're going to put that over there. At the moment, we'll go through the rest of those ones just to get it out of the way. A sample. I've been working on a sample. So one of my prototypes, quite often I will do them up in A4 paper, working from that way. So this will adhere onto that, and then it's got this on the back. That should be in the folder of samples. Now, tell me why. Because I'm lazy, that's why. Right, so I've got little cards. Now they technically could be finished as they are. There's something that I've purchased, I reckon, years ago. Okay, each one is slightly different. But they probably need something else on them. They need to go in something else. We'll see those there. Top, bottom. What do you reckon that one's from? So I have a T at the top and a B at the bottom. I don't know. I can make it again. An ATC that I've done with some texture paste. Probably ready to go into something, and it will. It'll go into finished and then it'll actually go into a journal, won't it? 49 and market chipboard leaves. I'm just going to move that over there, and I'm going to pull those out right now because this is sorted. So if I go down here and I'll go leaves, because I have all of these labelled, okay? And they're going straight in there right now. If I can get through one container at a time, I'm happy. Because tomorrow when I get home from work, I've got another unboxing for Your Creative Studio to do. I never know what's come out of that and what was already sitting on my desk. So I need to sort these out. Now, that's a little Stamperia card. It's not going to take much to finish that off and make that into a little journaling card. I could put some pearl drops on the front. I could put a little bit of lace on there, a little bit of a bulb pin, or a little Timmy safety pin, you know, the real little safety pin, not safety pins. What are they called? These little things. What are they called? Paper clips. You know, these sorts of ones. Something like that on there with a little bit of lace. That's not going to take much. So that is going into the to finish off pile. And that's how he's going to be finished off. Ephemera. I've got an oval that I've cut out that I wanted that side for, not that side. I've got labels. Right, so labels. Labels printed. Which will be these ones. So that one is a digital from memory tailor-made journals. That's a label. Now these are all ones that have been ephemera that I've printed out digitally and they're just on copy paper. They need somewhere to go. They're already cut out, they're ready to go. What do I file them under? I need a little container, don't I? They need to be filed. Ah, packaging. That I thought this would be awesome to make something out of. Doesn't need to be on my desk. I'm still going to make something out of it, but it should be with the rest of my packaging, which is sitting down here at my feet. I've got another little container. Containers everywhere. It's a little wire basket, rectangular, and I put my Timmy packaging or my 49 and Market or any of that sort of packaging that I can then make something out of goes in there, not in there. So that one's going to slide in with those ones. Make sure he's in, doesn't fall on the floor because the dog will grab it. Acetate. But it's come from packaging of some sort because, I don't know if you can see that, it's got, where's something dark? Do I actually have anything dark? Oh, here we go. So, oh, I don't know if you can see that now. There, it's got a little flower design on it and it's got a hole up here. So it's obviously been from something that I've received and it's got that, but that's too good to throw away. That'll be used. And I'd say it goes with that one. There's more. So they need to go into acetate. Do they fit those? No, they're both too tall for my DVD cases, so they can't go in the one that says acetate, printed acetate. Again, something that I need to sort out. I'm not doing well here. Rub-ons. Quite a few. When I bought at a paper craft show. Don't know at this stage. A 49 and Market pad that I have been working on for 2 years, maybe 3. And I love this. But, and you can see where I colour them all with ink to bring them back from white to my colours that I always use. So I've got that page and that page and that page. What I should be doing with that, just chopping around that and putting them in my flower ones. That way I'll use them. Sitting in here, I'm not going to remember that I've got them, have I? So if I put them with floral stickers, because that's what they are, So floral stickers and scissors. If I chop around those main ones, like so, that should fit in there. And of course I've got odds and sods everywhere else. So we'll chop around that one, like that. I think Bean's in trouble. I did just hear his mum telling him off. Right. So that's those, and I will use those now. That is now rubbish. It can go into my big bin down there. Right, this one, we've got butterflies and leaves on. So we'll take that one off. Do that up. And I want leaves. I don't have a leaf sticker one. Oh, sorry. So it'll just go into leaves. So we don't want the butterflies in this because we'll never remember they're there if we're looking for the butterflies. That's that one. This is a beautiful paper pad. But I keep forgetting that I've got it. Alright, just carefully chop around them. And then you'll see that I'll actually use them. You'll see them coming up in other videos. And you'll see that I've used them. So, might need to get the stronger glasses on, Kylie, this time of night. Take that butterfly out. And we've got one more leaf in here. If I go around that way. I probably need to, every month, yeah, no, that's just a bit crazy. Not every month. Every 6 months maybe? Once a year. Once a year maybe. Do this and sort these containers out because it is just so easy when we're finishing off or we're cleaning up. There's a container, oh, goes in that, just goes in that, goes in that. And then we've got all this wonderful stuff. Butterflies, small I'll have. We've got all this wonderful stuff that we never ever use. And really, we should be using it. Let's face it, go shopping in your own room to start with. You'd be surprised at what you've got. And, you know, I can't say that because I went to the op shop today. Couldn't help myself. Just couldn't help myself. And I can't remember now what I got. I don't know. Little bin this time because I can't bother reaching down. What did I get today? Oh, I know what I got. I found a broken watch. Yeah, I know. But it was black and gold. And the new challenge for this week that Nen put up with playing with paper and glue, Facebook group, was black and gold. And I went, we could get really classy here. We could do something with that. But, so I found this black and gold watch face thing that I can undo and use on a dangle or use on a clip or something like that. So I found that. I spent a whole $5 anyway. I got, nope, can't remember. There's a few little bits and pieces in there. No books though. I didn't get a book and I didn't get any lace. Is that amazing? I was amazed. I was truly amazed. Right, so these ones, there's words, there's ephemera, there's tags. So the words are fine because the words will go into my word one. So that's not a problem. And that's that one. It says words. Right, and let's get the words out. That way I might use them. Can't guarantee I will, but I've got more of a chance of using these if I've actually got them in their sections. I'll take both of those. I might even take that one out at the same time. And then I'll find them because they go in these containers and you just never find them. I need to get over there to find all the digital, it's snapshots and moments. That, and that. I have my little man back with me. I've just heard him totter his way in. Were you in trouble? Oh, you've got your toy. Okay. So what else is there? There's you, which is that bit. Now, in the old days, when I was a lad, when I first started journaling, or when I first started really getting into journaling and all the rest, which was when I started my YouTube channel. So 2020, 21, 20, I think. I can't remember. Yeah, I think we're coming up 3 years. We might be over 3 years. I don't know. So it was before I did all that and got right into it. I had one of these DVD cases and I just called it add-ons. So it was something when I was just looking for a little bit to add some to a cluster or some ephemera or something like that. And I had one called add-ons and they were just brilliant. And I reckon I've still got it somewhere. Since then I've had to resort because everything's so themed and all the rest that, you know, these days I'm looking specifically for something, which I'll never find in here. But maybe I need to do my add-ons one again. And that way I will use up all these smaller bits. And if I just use my add-ons and have them sitting on my desk, that little container just sitting on my desk. So there's the words. I can go in there. Whoops. All right, that's words. Let's see if I've still got this add-ons. I should have add-ons, stamps, add-ons with those. Oh, nope, it's got to be there somewhere. Ah, right in front of me, add-ons and add-ons large. So look, this is called add-ons, and it's little bits that just really go, try not to glare, okay? So I need to work my way through this one. So at this stage, these ones, and I might challenge myself to use my add-ons packets. What do you reckon? All right, that's add-ons. Goes there. Next, washi tape. Where am I going to put something this long? It needs to go into a folder, doesn't it? And I had 2 of these, and I've just spied the other one way over here in this kind of junk mess that's over here standing up. So at this stage, I'm going to cheat. And I'm going to pop it in that one with that so that when I get to that, it's safe and I can do both of them at the one time. Brown paper packaging, tied up with string. That goes in here with paper, coffee dyed, tea dyed, tissue paper, things like that, just smaller bits that I can use to back a journal card, whatever else. Paper, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it. I've got pockets, part pockets. They will be used. Got a stamped die cut art with wings. I have a stamped, very heavily coffee dyed bingo card. Now they need to be all chopped up and go into the bingo card one. So I won't make you sit here and watch me chop them up, but I will take them onto the couch with me tonight. I'll pull out the bingo cards. Right, so they will go with the bingo cards and I will chop those tonight. More 49 in Market. 1. So this is one of their envelopey chipboard pieces and I've tea dyed it so that I could obviously turn it into a journal card. So I can have, you know, lovely stuff all up here. I can see a flower or a leaf, something, or a stamp going all the way up here. Some lovely wording and a bit of a cluster. Have I done it? No. So it goes into the to finish off pile. Right. Another digital with an envelope. That should be in my envelope one, which is just up here. That needs to be close to me so that I can grab them out. And there's the rest of that book. And I've still got oodles. That needs to be sorted. So I know in that, all right, more flowers, we'll put those in there. That is an alphabet. That is an alphabet. They go into just down here again. I have everything at hand when I put them away. Did my top go down? Sorry. So I've got this, which has got piles of alphabet from my scrapbooking days, card making, and all the rest, and they will go into that. Okay, so then I know where they are. They're always just sitting straight there. I'm going to hang on to that this time. They're labels. They should be in with the labels. Lots of lovely labels. So let's have a look. They should be in with those labels. Don't reckon it's going to fit, so what I'm going to do is just chop it where one lot of labels finished, because I'll never use that in the book, but I'm going to use it if it's sitting in here, because I go to these all the time. So, oh. Right, that's that label, and we'll pop those other labels away. See, this is how it gets done. But sometimes we just need that little push, you know, to get them in. But sometimes we just need that little push so that we're with somebody, which is what I'm getting you lot to come with me for, and then we can get all this done, please. Right, so book page. Before I get to that, I've got these. Now, these, I've got the original one of this that I got in some ephemera or a box lot that I purchased, and I'm going to pull that right up, sorry. And I took apart the envelope, put it in my scanner and my photocopier, and photocopied it, and then put it back together. So I tea-dyed it on one side, and then printed it all out, so that I've actually got the full envelope. And I've done 3 of them, and they're ready to go. Shouldn't be in there, should they? They should be over here in my envelope one. Right. Sample ones of hidden paper clips. Again, they should be in my sample container. So, oh, I was doing that, wasn't I? There's my sample one. There's that one. These all need to go into that. That was labels as well. I just need to pull that out. And I think that one is labels. And that one is labels. So all the rest of those are labels or words. So they will all go into that. I will put them in. Here's another one that I've printed out from one of my originals, but I haven't got the rest of it. So that folded over. And it was a prescription thing. So I don't know if I have a date on it. No. But foreign prescriptions, French, Italian, etc., dispensed in strict accordance with the pharmacy guild of their representative countries. So, again, that needs to be in, what does that need to be? Technically it's an envelope, but I'd say more it's going to be a little folder or a little pocket, something like that when I do it. That down there, because this is going to fold over there. I've printed it out, cut it all out, and then not gone any further. So let's have a look. Doesn't quite finish there. So what I'm going to need to do is make an envelope backing for this. Little fold over seam allowance type things there and there, so that will fold over. Okay, so that technically should be now in our to finish off pile. This is a digital of an original that I've got. And it was done in Tasmania, so it's growing old. But it's something that I want to pop in a journal at some stage. Again, it needs to go into my digitals. So at this stage, my digitals are going there. digitals of envelopes, of postcards. I've got quite a few of these from my postcards. These are all digitals of my originals. So I've got, and you'll find some of these are in my Ko-fi shop as freebies, where I've then repopped them in that. I've got Flinders Island Medical Union #1 card. Kindly present this card and receive free consultation from Dr. Bottrell. 30th of November 1932. Oh, from the 1st of September to the 30th of November, you could go and do that. So these are all printed ones. That's printed envelope. That's a frame, isn't it? So it needs to go into frames. Like so. All right. Done. Another one, Queenstown Medical Union. Right, I've got finished. This may have been a design team project. Maybe. So I've got a little envelope, and I know they're from the correspondence collection at Which Craft Do You Do? And in here I've got 2 little altered playing cards that I've put postcard on the back. Now they were from Which Craft Do You Do as well, so that's finished. They need to sit in here. And then I've got this one, same collection, altered card, playing card, larger one, and that goes in there. No. Right, so that's a finished one as well. We haven't got that many finished, but we're getting there. Right. I've got these lovely labels. Somebody sent me these as happy mail. Aren't they awesome? Oh, upside down. Aren't they awesome? They're sticky labels. Aren't they just the most amazing? So there's that one, and that one. Aren't they brilliant? So technically, they should go into labels, shouldn't they? And then, yes, I'll use them. So they're labels, not the printed as in digital ones. They're these type of ones. You'll just have to excuse me a moment. The dog has just found my box that I'm using for my altered book series. And no. Hang on a moment. Get off it. At the bottom of the box. We'll just sit those ones there now. Right. Oh, I tell you, 3 months old. And he's not there. Yes, I can hear you. That's been cut from a calendar. Sure, I'll use it in something. Put those labels back away, Kylie. Right. So, we'll leave this one. Isn't he awesome? More robots. Don't need to go with that. Papers. See what I mean? And I get sidetracked. More papers. Those ones are digitals. More rub-ons. That one's part of a master board. So that will actually go into my small collaged ones, which again are over here. And small collage sheets. So they're either been from master boards or whatever else, and they will go in that. See, I've got these things. Why don't I put them away? So I'm sorry to have bored you for however long this has gone on for, but thank you so much for joining me in this, to keep me motivated, to keep me actually trying to achieve something. I need the help. Thank you all. And I'll bring you back and we'll do another one if I get stuck. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.